Somebody asked, how do you find creative ways to fund your travels? And the great thing about our day and age is there are so many ways to do it. The internet's opened up all kinds of opportunities to go global and go location independent. But how do you actually find those creative ways? I think there's several principles here. One, you got to learn to think differently. You can't just go, oh, I need someone to give me a job to pay for my travels. That's one way, but there's so many other ways. We've observed that as we've traveled.
Yeah, that's one thing that really stuck out to me when I started to travel, is I noticed that most of the people were self-employed. They had their own small businesses. They weren't like out, working for someone else. That wasn't the norm. A lot of the people that live in other countries, they go out and they think, okay, what can I do? What can I offer? What skill do I have? And they take it and they use it. Whether they're, whether that's making tamales or, they have a chainsaw that they're able to use. And whatever it is, they come up with so many different things. They just take a skill that they have and they do it. They make their tamales and they sell them and they provide income for themselves. You have to learn to think like that. What skills do you have? What abilities? What talents? What interests? What do you have that you can do for other people that they'd be willing to pay for?
And that's one of those first steps is what are your resources? What can you offer? And then we want to add to that, and this is always our message. We want you to live on purpose. We want you to have a passion, something you love to do, something that just drives you. You just get up in the morning excited to do it, and you do it so well because you love it so much that it then becomes very profitable. So a profitable passion is the ideal. You're singing your song, you're doing your thing, and it's providing income because you love to do it and you become an expert at it. That's the ideal. Now there are other options. Get books. If the question is, well, how do I come across creative ideas? Change your input. Input determines output. Get reading. Get talking to people. Look at blogs and other explorers. Say, hey, how are you doing that? How are you location independent? What are you doing? How do you design this? What are you doing here? What are you doing? And just get all these ideas. And there's a great book by Robert Allen called Cash in a Flash. And it's just chock full of ideas and principles on how to create money, and do this, and how to create extra value. So change your input, talk to people, read great books, look through magazines, follow blogs. Just get your mind going and force yourself. Get a piece of paper out and say, I need to make X amount of dollars to be able to travel the way I want to travel. And put that on top of a sheet. And force yourself. Don't just write down, 2 or 3 ideas, or, find a sweet job that pays me to travel. Whatever. Force it. Just get it out there. Get your mind to really work. Get some mental sweat going. And crank out those ideas. And you get to the bottom of the list. You realize, hey, here's some great stuff I can try to pursue. And then narrow, eliminate, and follow something. But get acting. Move.
Yes, another great thing to consider and to open up your mind to is the idea of multiple streams of income or patchwork income. Rather than just looking for one source of income, start thinking of how you can have, multiple, even small streams coming in. Chris Guillebeau really talks about this idea a lot and talks about building small businesses. And he says that if you build several small businesses, even if they don't produce a lot of income, combined together, they're going to be able to fund your lifestyle. So start thinking in that sort of direction as well, instead of just, hey, I need one job that's going to give me all the income I need. You can bring in multiple sources, and that can fund what you're trying to do.
Absolutely. Together as a whole, even if it's just a few $100 from each of those, together as a whole now can fund that. And if you start traveling, start living your dreams, start living on purpose, and just start moving in that direction, doors will open up, relationships will come, and those streams will start to grow and grow, and you can grow those into multiple rivers of income. And have a fantastic funding for the lifestyle you want to live, to really go out and live deliberately.
Just one more thing I want to say about a book we highly, highly recommend, Linchpin by Seth Godin. I just think it's so good for really helping you to see what the world is like you know, where we're going, where the future of the economy, our global economy is going. You know, we're not in the industrial age anymore. We're in the information and the connection age. And it's just so critical that you see how you can play into that and what you need to do to set yourself up to be a part of that. I really highly recommend it.
Awesome book. It'll help you just shift your paradigm and see how you can contribute to how the world's working today, how you can fit into it and fund the lifestyle of your dreams.